Hey guys, PokeRetro here. It's been a bit of a wild month for Pokemon. I'm seeing a lot of people selling their entire collections, they're panic selling, and I think their view is that 2022 doesn't have much in store for Pokemon and prices are going to crash right back down to rock bottom. So I thought I'd it's going to be a bit of a different format in this video. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to talk freely and cover some of the key points around why I think the Pokemon market is still going to be doing strong in 2022. So the first thing I wanted to cover is seasonal trends. And I think everyone knows this. It happened in 2020 as well. Around November, December, people spend more time with their families. They spend more time with their friends. They're putting money into presents. They're putting money into travel. They're putting money into road trips if they can't travel internationally. Pokemon isn't the only thing on their mind. Pokemon's more something that's on someone's mind when they're stuck in this cycle of work and they're getting stressed out and they need something. They need an escape, and that's why they think about Pokemon. Around this time of the year, people are not thinking about Pokemon. They're spending money on other things. It's natural. Pokemon always dips around the November, December kind of area. But we are seeing a bigger dip than usual around this month. And I think part of that reason is because the 25th anniversary is coming to an end. And everyone thinks that now the 25th anniversary is over, Pokemon's not going to do a thing next year or for the next 4 years until the 30th anniversary hits or whatever. Prices did go up a lot between 2019 and 2020, and they're still definitely quite a bit higher than what they were in 2019. But you got to remember how many people join the hobby. And once you join, you literally just can't leave. Like, I know so many people that have joined, they've sold their cards, but eventually they end up just buying back in at a later point in time. In probably 2020, 2021, we accumulated like 3 times the amount of people that we originally had in the hobby. We had insane amounts of social media coverage. We had Logan Paul doing a live stream, which got like 150,000 live viewers plus 10 million views on his video, actively promoting the idea of collecting cards. Collectibles as a whole has just become such a massive market, and it's linked into so many different things. It's linked into crypto collecting. It's linked into, like YouTube influencers. It's linked into TikTok. It's linked into Instagram. It's linked into absolutely everything. The community is massive compared to what it was in 2019. And with that many people and that much more demand, there's no way that prices can go too much further down, particularly in the vintage market where the supply, even though it's not fixed, it's very steady. So that's something else I wanted to cover. Just because the 25th anniversary is over doesn't mean that prices are going to drop, because we have a much bigger community because of the 25th anniversary year. And the other thing is Pokemon's still going to continue to promote Pokemon in 2022. It's not just something they did in the 25th anniversary. They're a company, they're experts in marketing, they have annual KPIs, they want to keep this going. So the strength of the Pokemon company is what's stronger than ever right now, and I genuinely believe that's going to continue into the future. I think the other thing that's worth covering is a lot of people think that there's no events or hype coming in 2022. And I think that's the complete opposite of the truth. So I don't know if you've seen some of Logan Paul's kind of sneak peeks, but he's been talking about something massive happening in 2022. And you've seen him in photos with Gary King Pokemon. You've seen him in photos with other influencers. And normally that's an almost certain indicator that something is coming that's going to be big in 2022. And I think it's going to be a video, and that's going to create exposure, bring new people into the hobby, and prices will go up because of that. Now, that's only one part of the story. So the other massive piece of news is Goldin is releasing a Netflix series on collectibles. So that's collectible cards in general, sports cards, but Pokemon is definitely going to get a feature in that. Now, Goldin Auctions has had a history of selling Pokemon cards since its early genesis or since its genesis. So I think there's a video I saw of him auctioning on the telephone. I think it was a complete Neo set, and it was epic. He's been in this. He's been obsessed with Pokemon for the last 10 years, and he's partnering up with porn stars, PAWN stars. You would know them. Or if you don't, make sure you YouTube them or Google them. You'll definitely know them after that. to make a Netflix series on collecting. And I really don't know much about it, so I'm not going to go talk about what it's going to show. But Netflix is a massive platform, and if people see that and get interested in looking at those kinds of videos, it's just going to mean that collecting is going to become more and more of a trend. It's going to become more and more popular. It's going to bring more people into our hobby, and that equipped with all the Logan hype, it means we're probably going to have another peak next year. Right now is not a good time to sell. Not many people know about all this news. Not many people are thinking about Pokemon right now. People are panic selling their cards. Right now is the worst time to be selling. If you're going to sell, wait until some peak or a little bit more hype happens next year, because something's going to happen next year and it's going to go up a little bit at least. So don't sell now, sell later if you're going to sell at all. Personally, I haven't sold a single card. I've got probably about 150 graded cards in my house, just because I find more value in owning these cards and being in the community than I do having kind of $150,000 in my bank. Looking at these kind of things every day, there's a PSA 10 Dark Dragonite. I need to get the focus on that. Boom. Looking at these things every day is what the hobby's all about to me. Life isn't all about money. It's about having fun, meeting new people, being part of a community. And if you do that in the long term, typically it pays off, because you ride through the ups and downs, and over time, things just tend to trend upwards. It's just how life works. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but things do just tend to trend upwards. I've been around since 2013, and card prices have gone through the absolute roof since then. I don't think card prices will get to where they were in 2020 for a very, very long time, if ever. So when I say 2020, I'm talking about the October hype. That was insanity. But the prices they're at now are very reasonable. I don't think we're in a massive boom right now anymore. I think we're back on that kind of trend. And a lot of cards are still kind of at their 2018, 2019 value, which is just more evidence that I think we're back in a healthy place. And the people that are in the community now, they're not so much investors anymore. There's still a couple that are trying to sell out and kind of cop all their losses that they made from buying in the hype. And I'm kind of glad they're losing money because they're quite annoying, if anything. But there's a lot of collectors who are genuine lovers of the hobby. And it's fine to sell cards, even if you are a genuine lover of the hobby. You need to sell cards to be able to continue to progress your collection. But there's some people who are in this hobby who are purely in it for the money, pump and dump kind of schemes. They're the people that are toxic. You don't want those kind of people in the hobby at all. So I think that's kind of most of the things that I wanted to cover. But I just think it's if you're selling all your cards now, it is a little bit irrational. Honestly, seasonally, it's a really bad time to be selling. Not many people know about the news next year. People have a lot of fear. The other thing is that a lot of people are losing money in crypto and in shares at the moment, because there's been a recent crash in the last couple of days. As soon as that picks up again, people will be spending their money or using their profits to buy more Pokemon cards. So it's another reason why in the future, or in the near future even, I'd say Q2 next year, it'll be a better time to sell than now. There's nothing to worry about, at least in the short term. I reckon you've got another 3-4 months of feeling very comfortable. The next time there's a boom, who knows what's going to happen after that. Maybe there'll be more news. Maybe it could drop off. But at least in the kind of short term, 4 to 5 months, I think we're pretty safe as a community. And right now is definitely not a good time to be selling. But yeah, super keen to hear your thoughts. If you think that there's anything that I'm missing here, please leave a comment down below. And I just think let's all just enjoy being part of the community, keep the good vibes going. And that's what's going to maintain the sustainable strength of our community. Just everyone looking out for each other, creating good vibes, having fun. That's what it's all about. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's not going to be a massive edit or anything, just a bit of a free talk. Cheers.